What's a good website to waste a whole night on? Arrowid.org. Science, history, experiences, and law about just about every drug, herb, and chemical that humans can consume. There are some fascinating and horrific experience stories. Honestly, if you've got a buddy or two you can call. Wiki races are super fun. Someone picks a starting article and the other picks an ending article. For instance, Mongolian throat yodeling to the Vietnam War, and you can only go page to page by using hyperlinks in the article. No Control plus F and no see similar. It's actually really fun to see how people's brains work when it comes to this. There's also the version where you go from a random article to Hitler wiki page, but that's way too easy. Edit. Okay, I get it. Mongolian throat yodeling to Vietnam War is easy. It was just the first two things that popped into my head. Lol. Edit 2. CHROME://Dino to play the Dino game in full screen. SaltyBet.com. Two bots compete in a fighting game with user-made characters and you bet fake money on it. A match between Godzilla and Ronald McDonald can get surprisingly hype. Careful there, friend. I asked the same question 8 years ago and someone said Reddit. I'm still here procrastinating. Can't ever go wrong with trusty old Wikipedia. I can just keep on clicking articles for hours. And even if it's not the most accurate source, I've found out about a lot of cool on there. I think I have like 160 tabs open in the app. And I don't even use it that much. LMAO. Come on people. Learn to use links. Quickly lose track of time on YouTube. Once you fall down the rabbit hole there, it's easy to waste your whole night. Omegle for sure. One night my college friends and I got drunk and were on it from 10 p.m. till the sun was up and in the sky. Webkins. When I was a kid, that was crack. I say, like crack, because I was addicted to crack 3 years ago, 1 year sober, and Webkins almost gives me the same feeling. Google Maps. People doesn't seem to realize how crazy it is to be able to see literally the whole planet. If you showed this to a person who lived 50 years ago, they'd be amazed. I have spent entire evenings just scrolling across distant countries, checking out villages in the far east of Russia or some desert in Mongolia, clicking on random landmarks and using Wikipedia to learn about random places. It made me realize more how many people actually live on this planet and how big it is. As a European, I noticed that the Alps are actually not that big. There are lots of mountain ranges with much higher mountains in them that I guarantee you have never heard of. I think it is an amazing tool that can really give you perspective. People use it in their daily lives to find the nearest Starbucks. But it is much more than that. I'd probably say Wattpad. I read a lot of cringy fanfictions. Etsy for me. I could sit there browsing for hours looking through everyone's, then cry because of how much better everyone is compared to me. It's like standing in London and asking for directions to England. My friend, you're there. AI Dungeon. I wasn't able to get a link. But I think you can play it as an app and on browser. Basically, it's a story-based, text-based game where you work together with an AI to write a story. And I'm talking literally anything. Anything you can imagine. This AI will write it for you. Yes. Even NSFW stuff. Which from experience the AI is just as good at writing those as it is any other scene. It's awesome. Man. If you wanna have an AI write something specifically for you while you're putting in minimum effort, this is for you. It is wonky at times. But overall, it is very good. TV tropes can be a huge time sink if you're not careful. At one point, I had 2 separate windows full of at least 10 TV tropes tabs. If you wanna get lost, I recommend going to Dwarf Fortress and just opening up pages to all unfamiliar tropes. I have no idea why. But I get a massive kick out of reading 1-star reviews on Yelp. Especially with Pizza Huts in California. I read one where a driver tipped himself $100 from a guy's card, without the customer knowing, until the bank sent him an email saying his account is overdrawn. Why? Because apparently the customer didn't tip him. And that Pizza Hut location didn't give a that their driver basically committed fraud. I spent one night reading info on yokai.com/finder/interesting, odd, and terrifying stories detailing a good amount of Japanese, Chinese, and Indian folklore on Oni, demons, spirits, etc. I wish there were more sites like this for other cultures that was as user-friendly. I haven't seen this one in my brief search. But if you're into hunting stuff in the wilderness, this one rocks. Otherhand.org. He has an entire series about finding a downed plane in the desert and multiple narratives about finding people that disappeared in the desert. I've gone back to this and read it multiple times. Because the story of Bill Owasco and where he is so interesting. My favorite is going onto Wikipedia and someone presses the random article, let's say it lands on monarch butterfly, then you both randomize again and have to get to monarch butterfly using the blue click links. Whoever gets there first wins. I was in an LDR for 3 years. Quarantine ain't got on me. Coolmathgames.com is everyone's childhood website edit. Oh, and definitely brainpop.com. It's an educational website, but it is very informative and fun to watch. First go to www.reddit.com. Then click on r, public freakout, and enjoy the train wreck. Before you know it, 3 hours have passed. BRADTHEGAME, com BRADTHEGAME, com bradthegame.com BRADTHEGAME. COM you will thank me. One of you kind souls sorting by new. Help me out here. I used to know of a website where you simply looked at a grid of square buttons 10 by 10 maybe. Kind of like a soundboard thing. Each one was tied to a note that you could activate or deactivate. And it just constantly played your weird musical mish-mash as you messed with it. I thought it was tons of fun. Bash.org. It's a collection of very old chatroom quotes. Hilarious stuff. Not a website but relevant subreddit. Internet is beautiful. DriveMeInsane.com is amazing. You can control stuff inside a room through internet. It has a webcam too where you can see the stuff you can control using internet. I spent hours on this website instead of online classes. Bubble Machine Cam. Bubble Machine Cam is a webcam where you see a garden. Under the cam is located a button called Bubbles, and when you press it, it releases bubbles from the machine at the exact time. Live webcam. The people who made it wanted to control it through internet and the site was made in 1998. Centennial light bulb. This one isn't really interesting, but it's a light bulb that has been on for 106 years. It may turn off one day and come back on, who knows. Winking face. Late, so this will probably get lost. But Radio Garden. Listen to any radio station anywhere in the world. Fascinating, and I've definitely lost a few hours roaming around the world. TV tropes. Every page causes you to open 10 more. You will probably spend way more than one night. You will never leave. Not sure if it's been suggested. But the Infinite, Eternal Jukebox, give it a Google, uses AI to find similar parts of a song to make it loop seamlessly and infinitely. Definitely great for that one song you love. ThePrepared.com. It has long, well-written and detailed articles on common sense prepping. Without the fear-mongering. YouTube and look for Kurzgesagt in a nutshell. Easy. YouTube, Reddit, Quora, or the classic Hornpub. Does anyone remember that website called StumbleUpon.com? They ended up selling and converting to a new name and idea of their website. It sucks now. But you were able to press a button to stumble on any topic. Game. Website, and it would take you on a wild ride. I miss it. You're currently on it. Yes, you. Go to bed. The Maryland Cryptid Museum site. Really cool. Watch Internet Historian on YouTube. All his videos are quality and defiantly a lot of binge material there. Tiny Kittens on YouTube. Laughing face. If it's your style and you haven't yet, look up the operator from. Burned a few good hours on it one day. I waste so much time.com. I used to go on this website all the time and be on it for hours showing my friends all these memes and facts and stories and whatever else they show. All good stuff. TheUselessWeb.com. Absolute waste of time. But entertaining nonetheless. Nyancat.com. I think that's what it's called. Or the Papa Louie Arcade. Or FreeRice. Or SpotTheDifference.com. Or any of those useless website things. Anything with flash games. YouTube.com, especially if you're a gamer. There are so many channels and you can spend a full night watching anything from scary videos to funny Nigahiga skits. Play Classic Games. This website lets you play a whole bunch of classic games online like DOS, Genesis, NES, SNES and other ones. It has a few edutainment games I played as a kid like Gizmos and Gadgets. I'm slowly working though that now.